Whoop-de-whoop. Give a shout out to my man Whoop-de-whoop. Where's Whoop-de?
That's our new series coming out. We're working on it now. Where's Whoopty Whoop? So if you remember where's Waldo, so we're gonna just spend all our days just looking for Whoopty Whoop.
Yeah, Whoop-de-whoop.
Coming soon.
Listen, first of all, before we even do anything, we want to give a shout out to Lil Curtis, aka Slick. Yes, sir.
Common grounds, y'all. We here once again. We back. We back, man. Definitely. So, like I said, it's good to be back. Let's clap it up, man. We back, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Common grounds. We back. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So like I said, if you haven't been following, please start following.
Yes,
And
sir.
in common
Go.
grounds, we all on the same page. We all family, and we all sticking to the dream, and that's just what we're trying to do. So that's why it's common grounds. But now, before we get into anything, we want to do what we are going to do. Big shout out. Yesterday, if everybody don't know, was something that my family like to call National Lil Curtis Day. You know, AKA Slick. So big shout out to Slick. We miss you. We love you. And further on in the show, we're gonna give up some great Slick moments and all that. So please stay tuned into that. But big shout out. We do want to give a toast for Slick. Before we get the show started,
Slick. We miss you, boy.
all day. Somebody that was common grounds. They was 22. So it's all love here, man. Slick the ruler, man. We miss
Rest in peace, Slick.
you. Rest in peace, Slick. We're gonna get into sports, but I'm going to get into sports. Let me rephrase that moment. I'm going to get into sports. These dudes that has nothing to have about sports, all they green packed up for the year. So they wearing black now. They doing that, but we're going to get into that too. So before we start the show, I just want to ask my brothers little reviews on, like I said, it's National Slick Day, so everybody was chill. We did a good celebration for Slick. Go ahead, we'll let y'all say a couple things for Cuz, and then we'll get back at him. Boy, but this our time before we go into the topic.
Yeah, we'll talk a little bit more about it later, but just want to say we miss you, cuz. Everybody out here miss you. Wish you was here, but we're gonna do it for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, rest in peace, Slick. There was no other, no replacement. Great dude, great friend, great cousin, great brother. If you need him, he always there. Rest in peace, Slick.
Facts.
Yeah, all day, man. Slick, we miss you. Like I said, we're gonna get into a little bit more. All right, y'all. So I work. I work at the school, so let's get into this a little bit. I work for the school. I'm a security guard. So used to before I used to be looking at it a little different. So this is why I'm saying that. So I know the kids gonna be bad. I know they're gonna do stuff, but where do we draw the line at with disrespectful and if you from the older household or you from the old school, then at a certain age you ain't supposed to be cursing around adults. You ain't supposed to
Right.
be telling them to shut the f up and all that. So when do you being a person separates from your job? When does that kick in? You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm starting to see a lot of now that grown-ups will take the disrespect and won't say nothing because they first thing they'll be like, this my job. But you're still human. How can a 12 or 13-year-old call you a bunch of MFers and motherfuckers and excuse me and all that, and I understand you still gotta stay in your position, but when does I'm grown come in at? Because now it's like you can't even say that to the kids. It's like you say you grown, they look at you like, so what? So
But they know you grown, so you don't even gotta tell them that.
right. So I shouldn't have nobody, not even you. That's like if you walk in the store, somebody cursing, a bunch of old women in there. If you would be like, watch your mouth, the older people in here, and then one of the young boys be like,
The
"Oh,
kids
man,
don't.
shut
It
the hell
don't.
up."
It don't
Like,
matter
what?
to these kids nowadays,
Right.
bro. They just disrespectful. Period.
I believe that's not kind of the job for you. If you have to be a different person at work, then that's a conflict right there.
Okay.
I mean, I know you still gotta when you come to work, you gotta be more professional, whatever.
Right.
But just to take disrespect. I don't care if it's your boss. I don't care if it's children. You shouldn't tolerate none of that. And if you can't fix that or assert yourself in the right manner, of course,
Right.
then
Yeah,
it ain't
because
a
you
job
got
for
to
you
think
then.
them teachers,
Right.
them principals, the guidance counselors. They take it every day. You know what I'm saying? They go through all that getting cussed out.
Right.
You know what I mean? The kids saying whatever out their mouth. You know what I mean? So even you as the security guard, you got to play that same position.
Yeah.
You got to kind of like take that joint on the chin. Or, you know what I mean, you ain't gonna work there because if you don't take it on the chin, you gonna, you know what I mean, do what you really want to do because they done said what they was gonna say. So now you're gonna react to that.
But in the beginning, like I said, it was National Slick Day, and Murdoch wanted to make sure we say that a million times today, and he's right. So yes, if you don't know, Common Grounds, go one before we get back to the kids. Go right now, hit that YouTube, so you don't miss nothing. That's important. Hit
Hit
the
that
YouTube,
subscribe button.
hit the IG, right? Because and then go hit Common Grounds and connect it with Common Grounds. Like I said, the only way that we make everything happen is with excellence. So go hit that button. That way you won't miss anything. Common Grounds and excellence is something that goes together. It sounds good together, so it's not hard to find. It's right there for you. But I need to stress that. So make sure y'all go do that. Go get on the page. A lot more coming. A lot of great things is coming out, and you don't want to miss them. Definitely. But Bird, I want to ask you this. So, do you think if they came to you, let's say you and Jay, and they said y'all gonna be the vice principal and the principal, they're gonna give y'all a month to do a school. Do y'all think y'all be able to bring it up, or you think it'll be a hard task because of the way the kids is now? Just y'all two. I mean, we're gonna have your crew, but just y'all two gonna be at. They're gonna point y'all two at the top. So now you gonna be Joe Clark. He gonna be who he gonna be. So now it's time to go, and they're gonna let you pick a school. They're gonna give you that right. You can pick the school you want to go to.
No, because by law, it ain't gonna work. By law, it ain't go. The law ain't gonna allow it to work. You know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute.
No matter how much Joe Clarking you want to do,
Right.
the law is not gonna allow it to work.
Okay. What do you think?
I mean, I'll take the challenge. I mean, I don't know if I'm a.
Right.
I don't think they're gonna let me keep my job after a while. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm a type of like we got held these kids accountable,
Right.
these parents accountable.
Fact.
So if these kids getting disrespectful and not doing what they supposed to do, I send them home straight with their mother, and then or their father. Then when their mother and their father start, oh, they can't go to work, or they gotta leave work. That's gonna make the parents they gonna get on their kids' ass.
Yeah.
That's gonna change something.
Right.
Know what I mean, if the kid gets sent home every other day and the parent got call out of work or leave work to come pick up their child,
Man,
that,
some of these parents. Listen, this is a dean of the high school telling me that some parents get called, and the parents' response is, they in school with you, so they're your responsibility.
Well.
So if
Very
you
true.
calling about my child and I say to you, they're your responsibility,
that's a suspension.
it's crazy.
Right. And
That's a
that's what
suspension.
now one thing that Murdoch is saying that's true, and I had a chance to witness something like that. Like even in the field, like the girl was like I think it was like in the 8th grade or something, and she cursed my guard, told my car she needed to quit her job, whatever. So the dean did call her mom. Her mom did come to the school, and we were just standing at the meeting. Your daughter calling bees and telling people quit their nut job, like she ain't even old enough to get a job. You know what I mean? But they was going to suspend her, and like Murdoch said, the mom came out of her mouth. I can't make this up. She said, this is my day off. I'm not having her home on my day off. So they gave her an in-house. And then I seen it.
You have no option.
But,
You have no
but
choice.
right, that's what I'm about to see. But like he said, the school is kind of like catering to that.
Yeah, facts.
You need some type of service, drop off service. Pull up to your crib, knock on your door. Here you go.
Okay. Okay, drop off service at school. Right.
Here you go.
He was acting up, ding dong. Right. He gotta come
Yeah,
back home.
see, they drop off services to the police station. Once it get to the point where they gotta drop somebody off, that's where the school trying to take them.
Right. When
It is too much for them. Let me call the police, get them out of here. Then I'm gonna call the parents.
and go pick your kid up from the police station.
Go pick your kid up from the police station.
I mean, you're not gonna get anywhere if you don't take the measures.
Yeah, but then now like we sending them to
the system.
Right. You see what I'm saying? We trying to teach them, but it's like, is that gonna mess their game up? Because like I said, it is some people out here right now who think stuff like that is cool. Like everybody, I'm not saying now, then, whatever, but once before you have seen the guy who come home and be acting like you can't wait to go get locked up. Like he's acting like this is cool. You know what I mean? I was like, you know what I mean? We was up there doing anything, watching cable and all that. Like, what? It couldn't have been that fun, bro. But it's some people out here that be on that wave. Like, that's really cool to do. Just like the kids they beat up, they rolled on the crossing guard. They think that's cool, crazy. Bro. Right. I mean, yeah, it's nutty to us because we older, like, but they thought that was cool.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The person who makes sure your little butt don't get hit by a car every day, just because y'all want to show out one day. Now, just like you said, because this is my job, and I gotta play my position. Now I gotta get rolled on by kids.
This is my whole
40
thing.
some years old to get jumped by some 14-year-olds.
That's my whole thing. Where was everybody else at when these kids was putting their hands on these crossing guards?
They probably had their phones out. That's the way. Or while the crossing guard was getting beat up, one of them was TikToking. Look at those. Yeah. Ain't nobody right.
Because when you're a crossing guard, you really just not a crossing guard. Right. Like the children the parents, everybody has relationships with these crossing guards. Like these crossing guards are more than just crossing guards. Right. They stop fights.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? They get disrespected by kids, parents, all that.
And then I still got, after you call me out my name, tell me shut the hell up and all that, I still got to make sure you don't get hit.
Yeah.
How about that?
Exactly.
After you disrespect me, I still got Superman for you.
By saying that is, how can the people, like, even if it's parents that's coming to pick up their children, ride by and see these kids actually putting their hands on this crossing guard?
Right.
Like, nobody seen it. Nobody try to stop it. They just sit there and let it happen.
And that's what I'm saying.
That's kind of ridiculous to me.
It is ridiculous. And now, like I said, what's the hype part of it is sometimes, most of the time, people don't think about that. So now, here go a whole scenario. Now y'all rolled on the crossing guard. I'm just saying, that was my grandma. Now, I go get my grandson or my granddaughter to stop you. Now, I'm a growing up entertaining children. Y'all instantly already forgot that they rolled on me. Like I said, I waited to 44, 45 years old to get rolled on by some 15-year-olds. Stop it. But now, if the crossing guard get up, smack one of them, now is this grown lady is beating up on children.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't going to be, she was trying to protect herself. That's the least thing ever is going to come to somebody's mind.
That's like the same thing as like bystanders when they sitting there watching. So if you are there and you see that happen,
right,
and you jump in, your goal is to try to break it up,
right,
to get the crossing guard to safety.
True.
But what if teenagers start hitting you?
That's what I'm saying.
Then what situation you in?
Right, and that's why
to put that kid down.
Right, but now it's like
now you're gonna be in a situation,
and
then it's just gonna be a situation.
True, because we look at it older, you ain't gonna be out beating up on a woman. Yeah. But and in reality, 100, you was just minding somebody's business. See, that's the part everybody keeps thinking. It gotta be real.
Nah, because you can't.
Somebody else was fighting, and you got in it, even though you got in it for all the right reasons. but you was really minding somebody else's business.
Yeah,
So when the kids still you're right. Now you're out here fighting kids.
I feel as though I said the people that is our business.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying you gotta understand how you look at
You
that.
can't watch anybody get
Right.
I mean, I know a lot of stuff ain't had nothing to do with you, and a lot of people don't want to put themselves in harm's way.
Right. I was about to say that.
But at the same time, just being human. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch no lady get rolled on. Yeah. I'm not. Yeah, that's right. I was gonna definitely. I feel like murder, but I'm just saying you gotta understand how other people review that. Like just like you said, that's you. It could have been some guys walking by, whatever, and they did probably want to help her, but just like you said, I go over there, grab one of the kids, now they sucker punch me. Now I'm out here beating up kids. You know what? Know what I mean? Most of the people.
Bro, it should have been 20 parents out there helping.
It should have been.
So it shouldn't even got to the point where it's just one individual going over there to help. It should have been a whole bunch of parents over there helping. Because at that point, if that crossing guard is still out there, obviously she's at the time where the parents are still actually coming to the school. So I'm pretty sure it's parents that seen that lady getting into some type of altercation from the beginning to the end and nobody came to stop it. To the point where they injured this lady, it shouldn't have got to that point. No. Like, once they seen her having interactions with these kids, it should have been dealt with. You know what I mean? Other people should have been coming like, hold on, y'all doing too much.
And these not regular kids.
And
these kids might be armed.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So you get in a situation, then bullets start flying.
Right. And now, and that's what I was trying to say to the people in my field. Like now, you can't. It's cool to pick a point or pick the side, but it goes both ways. Now it ain't old school. It's real now. So right now, if a 16-year-old tell you, oh yeah, you know what, I'll knock you out, bro. I'll fuck your game up. Excuse my language. You really got to take that in consideration because, like you said, nowadays. This little 16-year-old might come back with a 1,000 shooter because I don't even know. They just make up shit now. Like, you know what I mean? So, because I told him I'm grown, don't disrespect me. You're right. Now I got to watch my back.
Yeah, I got to tell you the story. So I was walking down with one of my homies, right? This kid was walking down the street. We chilling. Probably like 12 o'clock at night.
Okay.
Young boy. He had to be like, I don't even say no more than 16. He said, go in the crib to me and my homie. Like, what? He said, go in the crib.
Oh, yeah.
You got it.
Yeah, you go in the house.
You know what I mean? And this is, we talking about
see how easy 14. It is to take that. Yeah, see how easy it is to take orders.
Exactly. So you got to pay it accordingly. So these kids are not kids anymore.
Fact.
I mean, so.
You walk around with something the same size as you, yeah, I'm going to the house, man. But like I said, we really come to that. Like we do live in an era now. If two people will argue, and somebody would just sock you, the other person probably won't even sock them back.
Oh, it came to that. It came to that when you got parents watching this older woman getting beat up by some children. That's when it came to that. When the parents are scared to even go up against these kids because these kids are carrying around all type of weapons, guns, whatever they carrying around, and the parents are even scared to say something to these kids. So that's where it started at. That's where it came from.
The fathers, man. Once father not being in the household.
No, that's a 2-parent household. I'm tired of everybody hitting everybody upside the head.
No, they got nothing to do with it.
That's all facts.
I'm burnt out with. Oh, I ain't had no daddy. See,
but listen,
why? It don't matter. And at a certain age, you ain't had no daddy now. Why you acting like you don't know what to do? Some of that a cop out, bro. It be motherfuckers 30 years old talking about, oh, I do this because my father went my life. But you been grown now. That's what I'm saying. No, we ain't gonna keep hitting anybody here. They ain't got no daddy.
Discipline.
Bro, you can still be disciplined without
instilled in these kids.
Nah, everything you do, everything we ever did, we got talked to. But everything we learned, we did it, bro. Only thing our parents did was give us a speech all our life, like a Barack Obama.
Or ass whooping.
Yeah. But it didn't stop you from doing nothing. You learned not to do stuff as you got older. How old mom was really telling the truth. Everybody get their lecture. That's what I'm saying. Like right now, if you would mess up, you're not going to be like, oh, I did that because my dad wasn't around. You a grown ass man now.
I'm not saying as a grown man you can't use that excuse. If you know the problem
I
You
got
can't use that excuse.
Okay.
If you know the problem, that means you know you can find it and you can fix it. You can't use that as an excuse. But I'm saying us. I'm just saying looking in a single parent household.
Okay.
You can see where that comes from. Like men, they'll disrespect their mom all day. I mean, because the mom was the loving one, didn't put hands on, they just talk to him all day. You talk crazy to you do something to your dad, they just put foot to ass.
Right. That's true.
And they learned that's where they got the respect from, the discipline from, all that. But they not getting that from the mom. Because the mom was the coddler, like, all right, oh baby, okay, baby, it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. And then it just trickled down from there.
Okay.
But
I'll take
the
that
father
part.
definitely has to be a big part in that, I believe. I mean, women are strong, but when it comes to especially raising boys, I don't think it's hard to do it on your own. It's really hard to raise a man, especially in the environment that we grow up in. All types of influences from everywhere. They look up to this guy and this guy and this guy, and then they don't got nobody else to bounce that off of. This is all they seen. They don't have no male in the household to see the opposite. All they see is these guys doing this, these guys doing this, and
Right.
Social media.
Social media.
yeah, also social media.
That's
a lot.
That killed the
too,
game. Yeah, that killed the game. Like I said, this go back to like even when he said while they fighting, like I said, it's probably about 5 or 6 people. We courting it.
Yeah.
See, back then we had to go break it up because we ain't had no phone. You know what I'm saying? So that was never even on our mind. Oh, you know what I mean? That's older lady. Yeah, but now they like, oh, you seen that? Look round. Yeah, that's their whole mode now. So, but I'll say that about the father thing. But like I said, it's at a certain point, that ain't your cop out. My mom ain't do this or my dad ain't do that. At a certain point in your life, or even if it ain't behind you, it's still behind you. You just still carrying it with you. Like, bro, like if your mom, all right, let's give a scenario. My dad was never around. Let's say that. Now I'm 44. What do I expect now? That's why I say I don't understand people. This person that you said your life is messed up never did nothing for you, and this the reason why you acting like that, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think some people, you know what I mean, it affects them differently.
Okay.
I mean, some people, they use that for strength to keep on going and keep doing things because their father wasn't there. But then a lot of people probably use that as an excuse of why they not where they want to be. So,
yeah, I don't agree with the excuse shit.
Right.
Okay.
You know
I
what I
don't.
mean?
Okay.
It's not the excuse.
That's what I'm saying.
But you hear it like you.
Yeah,
I'm saying
like
you
I said,
hear it like
you do.
you hear a lot of people that what they parents were or their father wasn't there. They use that. You know what I mean, to get through life, and oh, my parent wasn't there, my father wasn't there for me, this and that. You know what I mean? And it's always when they getting into some bullshit, that's the excuse that they come up
Right.
with. I mean,
You know, that's just common ground, y'all. We talk about everything. We give out best input. And one more time, in every show, we are not bashing y'all. You ain't got to be tapping in. They don't like women. No, y'all don't.
but you fathers, take care of you kids, man.
Right. That's the point.
Take care of your
If you're in
kids.
your kids' life, please take care of your babies. It is important to be in your kids' life, especially nowadays, like G said, especially the stuff that do go on, and it's easier to get influenced by the phone and the internet. And now you can see somebody post something, and then the next day you see them in a Jag in a Bentley. I mean, it's possible, So a lot of people are kind of like on that wave too. So, like Murdoch said, just be in your kid's life, man. But it is a crazy situation now out here with children and adults. And shout out to the crossing guard. We hope she heal, and we hope everything work out for her. And it was not cool. And we're gonna be the first show or the second show or whatever show to say, that was not cool. I come up in the era where you respect your elders, so
You got held them accountable.
yeah, certain things shouldn't even happen. This lady telling you go ahead, stand across the street. I don't care if you can beat her in hot. It should never come in your mind. You know what I mean? She's an adult. You know what I mean? Period. But now you're right. We do live in an era where it's stupid, but you gotta really be like, I might have to go upside this 17-year-old head. Like that don't even make sense. But yeah, we live in that era now where you gotta look at things like that.
I got popped for not saying hello walking into the room.
Oh yeah, but that's right. You don't come in here and just walk by everybody. You don't speak.
Right.
Not now.
Sure.
Right. Same way you don't walk in the house with your hat on. Not now. Like I mean, it's just you right. It's just different, right? You can just walk in here and walk by us like we invisible. Yeah, you right. I'm gonna knock you back outside. Now that's called child abuse.
Oh yeah.
That's called handcuffs now. Now you down there explaining why you trying to be a good parent. That's what I'm saying. You punch your son or you smack your daughter for doing something wrong. Now you gotta get interrogated now. Why would you hit her like, whoa, wait a minute, I pay for everything she
Let
do.
them know when you make that call.
I'm gonna whoop your ass
No,
again.
No, just make sure they got somebody for you to stay at.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Since you want to call down station, ask them to get you a bunk. You know what I mean? Now, let him or she raise you for a little while. I guarantee they bring you back here. But now, like I said, so many cop out theories, like G said, like, right, you want to make sure you check them. You ain't abuse them or nothing. Now, they'll take it like, oh, you whooping their ass every day for no reason. Like, oh, it ain't no chips. I'm just gonna beat you up. No, that is not the case. This, you know what I'm saying? This person, my daughter don't listen, or my son don't be doing what I tell him, and they gotta know like the real world ain't gonna go for that, bro. That's the problem. Everybody just living now. You gotta remember, if you make it to an older age, you can't go to no job or come out here thinking you just gonna be disrespectful, because you ain't gonna win like that. You definitely not gonna win like that. But look, we're gonna definitely move in on. Come on, y'all. Let's get our slicks up. You know what I mean? Because we here now. So National Slick Day, man. We love you. Like I said, I ain't gonna do too much, man. I'm gonna let y'all do y'all. But I do want to say, I had a good journey with Kurt. So, and for those who don't know, who watch the show, I know my brothers know. I had a chance. I was blessed. I had a chance to meet Kurt at 5 years old. So it is 2024 now. So I met Kurt in 1986. So
Before I was started.
yeah, we had I'm just, that's why I said I'm gonna give y'all time, but I just like to say that because a lot of people, sometimes forget that, and that's important to me. Like I said, I met Curtis 1986. So, like I said, we had a hell of a run. We did everything. He was part of the block. Great person. Life of the party, man.
Sure, the life of the party.
It's
Definitely
just
life of the party.
It's just a real loss to that. But all I do is want to say, I appreciate him, being in my corner. The same way I appreciate y'all. The same way I appreciate excellence. And while I'm on the platform now, I mean that as a man. It's coming out, but I ain't come up like y'all. And I'm not saying like mansions and all that. When I was younger, I used to wear an oxygen tank and I used to stutter real bad. So I was more sick all the time. So a lot of people didn't fuck with me in the beginning. But like I said, Slick did. You know what I'm saying? SB, shout out to the whole J. And it was just certain people. So I always be cheerful that, like, even now when we do our stuff, y'all be like, why you ain't say this? It ain't about I'm being ignorant or petty. I am so used to rolling the way I roll and only having a certain amount of people. I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? So people take that as ignorance or I'm cocky or it ain't that. It's just that I've been so used to people always not rocking with me that I don't look for it. So big shout out to y'all. Excellence, y'all, because y'all have been doing this shit with me, man. And all jokes aside, shout out to Slick, man, the Bobby Brown of the group. I just want to clap that up, man. I mean that. Slick would have been here. And without y'all, man, I wouldn't be able to do this. So I love y'all, man. I really mean that. Keep the ball rolling, Slick. Every day we doing it for you, baby. Always, man. Come on, y'all.
Yeah, I believe I think I first met Slick I was what 20 going on 21. You think so? Big Faces. That was the first day I remember ever meeting him at Big Faces.
That joint ain't even open no more.
Yeah.
That's the big
That
one,
was
yeah.
a spot for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I never knew about him or nothing like that. I think I met Tyreek that same year, actually. I didn't know about Tyreek. I didn't know about Kurt. I didn't know about Manny. I think all
Oh, for real.
Tyreek
crazy.
and Kurt was like that same year I met them.
And that's crazy.
But yeah, from just being around him, like I just know he's a good dude. I know y'all knew him as the man, like he used to do his thing back in the day. But I know him as the Kurt
But that's
as of now before he passed. You know what I mean? Always the life of the party. Always there when you need him. You know what I mean? And he cared. You need him for anything. He I don't want to bring up his story, but
right.
this dude took a whole 14-hour drive. What was it, 14?
For sure, 15 hours.
Tennessee to help my man move.
Yeah, that's who Slick was.
You know what I mean?
He was even like
Couldn't wait to get back to Philly.
He's still trying to get somebody to go into Virginia. That's only like a couple hours. So right. I mean, that's the type of dude he was, man. And yeah, like I said, you could call him anything. And he was the life of the party, and he could drink his ass off.
For sure.
If the bottle missing, I mean, or it's empty, killed it.
For sure.
He stay lit. But you know what I mean, I loved him. All the years I got with him, it was precious. Rest in peace, Slick.
Sure.
Well, like when you a person like that, man, like it's probably somebody like I lost my mother and my father, but on everything I love, like none of that hurt worse than losing Slick. And that's just what it is. I mean, when you lose somebody that's everything, like when you need somebody to talk to, you need somebody to drink with, you need somebody to smoke with. No matter what you want to do, you want to play ball. He can't play ball for shit, but he'll get that basketball, go play ball with you. You want to work out, whatever. And he don't work out either. He'll sit there and we'll sit there and talk more than we will actually work the fuck out.
But he'll show up.
But he'll show up. No matter what the hell's going on. We miss you out here, man. I ain't really got too much to say, but we miss you out here for sure.
It ain't the same.
It ain't the same.
He was supposed to be right here with.
Come on, let's give a toast for Slick.
Slick.
All day long, we love you, man. Slick the ruler, baby. So y'all know National Slick Day, but we're gonna end on the note as we always do. But before we do that, I always give them their time to go around and they say their piece, right? But 1 minute before we do that, I want to say this. I want to just touch on something small that Murdoch say, right? When you know somebody for a long time and you do stuff with them, like, you start to, like, depend on that. You know what I mean? Even though you're not supposed to depend on things, but, like, it start to, like, be natural. So, right, even, that's why I said I miss him, too, because it was like a routine. Every morning, I would take my kids to school, and then I would go to his crib, and we would chill. I ain't had to be to work until 3, and he had to be to work till like 12. So that was like an everyday routine. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so that got to just be a habit, right? And now when I wake up, sometimes I'll be like, Dad, you know what? I would normally be already here on my way back. So yeah, it does alternate things when somebody like that would just genuine. So he's definitely missed. We definitely love you, cuz. Of course, we're gonna see you again. But rest well, keep looking over us, keep blessing us, man. Y'all know it's common grounds, but before we go, everybody get a 1-2. And we're gonna go get up out of here. I hate this time of the day, but it is that time. First of all, the snap up excellence, y'all. Without that, nothing would happen.
Excellence.
Excellence, y'all. Let's get it, y'all. We can run up out of here. Shout out to Whoopty Whoop. Where's Whoopty?
Whoopty Whoop.
Let's get it, y'all.
So, yeah, my name's G. Thanks for watching Common Ground podcast. Well, my name's G, but in the name of Slick, you call me Georgie Woods.
Fact.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's not promised, man. Take care of your loved ones, cherish your moments, and live out here. Peace.
Yes, sir.
Since we was on the father situation, fathers definitely need to be in these kids' life. And I'm not saying go drop off a bag because you made a couple dollars out here today and you're gonna go drop off a bag to your kids, give them a hug, and then walk away. I'm like, you really gotta, sit down with your kids, talk to your kids, and figure out what they got going on. You know what I mean? Because mental is a big thing nowadays, and these kids, they need that. I mean, that stability as fathers been in they life. So that's my message for the day. Fathers, just, spend time with your kids.
Yeah. Spend time with your kids. And like G said, tomorrow not promise. But also, with both of them, they great too. But always remember, dreams don't have no deadlines. So tomorrow not promise, and you make sure you take care of your kids. But in between that, every day you do wake up, every day that you get a chance to get at it, it's another day for you to better yourself, and it don't really have no age on it. Sometimes I hear some people say, I'm too young, or I'm too old, or I stopped my dream for my kids, and that's cool, but you can always get back at it. So no matter how long, I'm learning that now too with common grounds and everything. No matter how long something has been in your mind, or you might have had a lot of things written down on paper and they never got going, but now I know that certain things, it might be too early or it might not be that time, but you gotta keep going hard at it, and then eventually when that time comes, you'll be prepared for it. So never throw nothing in the trash. Now, always try to just tuck it away if it's not the moment, or it might be a little too hard right now. Things might be going on, but the message is don't never let it go, because it can come back around. Like, so believe that. Dreams ain't never got no deadlines, and your age don't have nothing to do with it. Believe it. Like,
And another thing, don't wait for your moment too long.
okay,
Don't wait for it.
Take that chance.
Yeah, take your moment.
right.
Make it your moment. You gotta go out here and get it.
And that's true. Some things, we gonna look to get handed to us, but it ain't. But most of the things we gotta earn it. And we out of here on this note. I know God gonna bless us, and everybody know that. But also the way the blessing go is, you have to put in some type of work. The money not gonna fall from the sky. The job won't knock on the door. You ain't gonna book your tour because you're waiting on somebody to pray for you. You have to start putting the work in, and as you put the work in, the blessings will come. Common grounds, Uncle Shills, keep it real, don't steal. I pay them bills, man. We up out of here.
We out.
Common grounds, baby.
Excellence.